Hey guys, so we landed. We're here in San Diego. I overslept for the first time in my life because I missed the flight. My bad. But my valet is right over there, so let's get it going.
This is the concierge, sir.
So we are actually going to the Hotel Del, which is on Coronado Island, which if you've ever been to San Diego, you have to go over that big giant blue bridge, the Bay Bridge. The Bay Bridge. So, never stayed here before, and I visited, and it was under renovation. So now we get to see what it looks like newly renovated. So, excited. Let's go check it out. We are here at Hotel Del on Coronado Island, opened in 1888 and is one of the last surviving examples of Victorian architecture using wood. So I'm really excited to go inside to check it out. One thing we don't have in Vegas is all these awesome historical properties, and I can't wait to go inside and show you guys what they have. So Hotel Del is actually quite large. So we didn't actually stay in the main part of the building, but we stayed in an area called the Views, which they do have a couple of these different buildings that have more modern hotel accommodations, which you can stay in. Most importantly, you want a view of the ocean. If not, you still have a view of the inside of the property, which is still quite nice. But as you can see, we're going to walk through and you're going to see that we have a beautiful view looking out to the ocean off of the second floor. And as you go in, we have one king bed, and there's also a pull-out couch that turns into a bed, a balcony that overlooks where the bike racks are for their bike experiences, and of course, a beautiful shot of the ocean. So we went to the room. We had a quick outfit change because it was way too hot. And yeah, now we're exploring the rest of the hotel. A lot of movies were filmed here, like Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe, which they will tell you on the tour, because they actually do have little like self-guided tours where you can actually listen and see what was filmed here and about the architecture. So it's really fun. So we're actually making our way to the beach now that they have in front of the Hotel Del. So this is actually the view from the Sundeck, which is a restaurant that looks out to the ocean, which is great just to have cocktails at. They also have really good signature cocktails. They do have a nice little menu. Of course, it's very California chic. And that is actually the outlook from where you can see this wonderful sunset, which we're in no short supply, which I'd highly recommend you come here just to watch the sunsets on the ocean. All right, guys, so we are walking on the beach at the moment. And as you can see behind me, it is sunset time. So probably the biggest reason to come here is for sunsets and really having a fantastic time at a very low-key kind of spot. And they have lots of restaurants, which is nice. Had a lot of cocktails at the Sundeck, which was really fun. And pretty good cocktails, I gotta say. But yeah, so also on the beach, when you go in the winter time, they actually have a ice skating rink. They have little like ball things that you can actually go whenever it's heated, and you can also do s'mores. And again, beautiful sunset for the evening here in California. So yeah, I'm having a fantastic time. I'm actually here with my parents, so I think we're gonna go check out Nobu, which is here at the hotel, and see what we can get into. So this is the rock shrimp tempura, which this one had the ponzu butter. I recommend do the spicy version just because you want that nice creaminess on rock shrimp. I also recommend if you do go to Nobu, maybe be a fan of fish because they do have many options in terms of sushi. This is the umami chicken, which is really, really good, but I would definitely say this is more of a sushi lover's dream because they do have awesome things just like this, which is the miso cod, which was really delicious, but we had lots of food on this particular occasion and we got really full. All right, hey guys, so this is day 2 at the wonderful Hotel Del. I'm wearing these funny glasses because my dad actually took mine, so these look ridiculous. But we're gonna have a little bit of breakfast and see what day 2 was in store. The great thing about Coronado is that you can literally walk anywhere. All the streets look just like this, and they have many little shops and things that you can just find along the way. All right, guys, so we actually left the hotel, and we're now walking on just outside of it, and we're looking for a place for breakfast. So one of the fun things when you're traveling, sorry about the light, guys, is sometimes you don't even know what you're gonna eat. So the fun part is actually exploring, when you can, of some of the better places around town. What I like to do, I like to go on the map, just like your Apple map, and then you go ahead and just type in breakfast or lunch, and it gets you kind of going in the right direction, because it'll show you some of the places that are around. You don't have to go there, but it gets you going towards the more populated areas where they might have food. So this is a coffee shop that we found along the way, and I just want you guys to hear what the inside sounds like, because this really is just a blast from the past. So I had a traditional breakfast, but they have a very large menu, everything from pancakes to acai bowls. My mom ended up having the French toast, which I actually ended up eating the parts that she didn't want because I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It was all counters, a couple little booths, outdoor seating. And as you can see in this outdoor picture, it's right on the corner. And again, you can go here anytime you want and just walk in. All right, guys, so we just finished up at Clayton's coffee shop, and I had just a regular breakfast, but the French toast, really bomb. You did see that it was an awesome coffee cup. I don't know why more places don't put their names on their coffee cups if they are a coffee shop. Just saying, free marketing. So that was really good, but I think it was a really good example of getting out of the hotel and actually exploring and finding something new, because sometimes those little like mom and pop shops are really great. They had really cool jukebox. They also had just like really awesome service, and yeah, so really fantastic time at Clayton's coffee shop. So by the time we came back from breakfast and we're out doing other things, we came back and saw that all the decorations were up for their Christmas celebration surrounded by the Wizard of Oz. So they actually had this yellow brick road that was set up. They had a bunch of different bars with Wizard of Oz themes. And of course, all the trees were decorated for all the main characters from the book. Then, of course, they had their ice skating rink all set up. Everybody was already out there. They had wonderful hot chocolate stations and areas that you can get into little igloos. And, of course, outside was the main attraction with all of the lights on the buildings. And they also have a soundtrack from The Wizard of Oz that goes something like this. So my final thoughts on staying at the Hotel Del is this place is really out of this world. From the food, from the actual architecture, from the hotel itself, this wonderful ballroom with its giant crowns. I mean, there was just so much history all around. It's been here over 100 years. And I mean, if you even look at the chandeliers inside of this chandelier ballroom, it actually has crowns designed by Frank L. Baum, the writer of The Wizard of Oz. Also, it has wonderful photos that go over all of the famous celebrities that have stayed here, including Marilyn Monroe, of course. And I really think this is a really fantastic place if you're going for a honeymoon or if you want to go for an anniversary. It's just a really wonderful, pristine place that I think is worth checking out at least once in your life, even if you want to come and visit, because, I mean, who can pass up a sunset like this? And as I bid you farewell from the city of San Diego, remember, keep it confidential.